I'm so loser one. I use the uni side.
Why is that loser? You think your e-skateboard very cool, man? You ask the skateboarders whether they think your e-skateboard very cool. Seriously.
Rolling.
I'm so happy we're here. So this is the new Thomson Nature Park.
Yeah.
I can't believe you didn't know about it.
It just opened, right? Like just
like yesterday.
Opened, yesterday.
But I'm like one of those Singaporeans. I mean, I'm not that hype about like cafes and stuff, but parks I am. And so this is the 7th nature park in Singapore. And apparently there are quite a few wilds or
animals, right?
Yeah, and endangered species of monkeys. So I'm going to look out for them as we go along. And there's a Hainan village. And this morning we found ourselves with all the
There's
nature.
Yeah,
so cute. So I think one of the first things that happened this week, or at least one of the things that made news, is about the WPMPs. They were found liable for the
So,
AHTC.
are we starting what you really love to start with, like heavy topics?
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm interested in politics, so
Okay.
I just find this, I don't know, I mean, for this one, I feel kind of bad for them, because, okay, to be honest, okay, what are your thoughts first about the case?
Okay, so my understanding is that there's basically they are basically there's this amount of fund that they have used.
Yes.
Okay, and then the controversy is have they used it in interest of their own political interest or in the interest of the residents? So the whole case is about them using it for their political interest, and then they are being I guess sued for that lah. Do you know more?
I think that sums it up really easily for everyone. So I feel the same as you. Like, I've been following it, but there's just not enough information. There's not much detail. Like, not enough detail for me to fully understand it. So I don't know. I really hope that it's not true. I guess because I like to believe in the good of people. But right now, I just feel like these guys, they kind of have to pay back 34 million or something.
32 million, I think.
32 million or something.
Yeah. And also, it's really close to election. It's not the best news to have, like, close to election.
It's not like, I mean, people, their thoughts about it is like, I think there's a political observer who said that this could make it politically advantageous for the PAP to call a December elections. But I mean, I don't know if we're going into a December elections. It just, I think the word on the street is, like, people feel like, I think similar to us, like they're not sure if it's yes or no, but they kind of, people want to see like them go ahead with the elections, I guess. I don't know how it's going to work out.
I think I want more details, like, if it's possible, like, but I don't think they can do that until the case is over.
Yeah, and also, it's going to be tricky.
It's over lah. I mean, it's over now.
Okay, moving on. So earlier, this happened like last week, I think. Then there was Singaporean mom who wrote to Ong Ye Kung to honestly, to me, to kind of complain about why the PSLE was so hard.
Yep.
And
I actually read the post.
So, okay, what were your thoughts on it?
I think it's legit to a certain extent.
Really?
Academically, we have one of the toughest the academic system in the world.
And do you not think that's a good thing?
I don't think that's a good thing. I do think that we should all strive for excellence, but I think that because we are putting so much emphasis on academics, right? There's not a lot of bandwidth for parents and kids to work on, like creativity, communications, sports, and all these things I feel are just as important as academics, you know. So yeah, lah, you know, one thing about the post that I noticed is that she didn't mention the fact that there is actually a T curve. When it comes to our PSLE, that, like, I mean, if everybody scores like 30 upon 100, then 30 becomes 50.
Yes.
Right? So I think that's a valid point, but also there is the part whereby the I think it's valid lah. Okay, I think it's valid to a certain extent.
Really? Wow, I guess you have opposing views on this.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I feel
saw a bitchy face right from the start already lah.
No, that wasn't a bitchy face. Jeez. I mean, I just feel like, okay, like, I feel like kids nowadays just have like very little resilience.
Okay.
And it's because of all this, like, oh, we cannot stress them out, we need to like protect them and mollycoddle them. I mean, exams, yes, Singapore is known for having a higher education system. I think it's a good thing, right? I do think that, like, yeah, I think it's better that it's not so rote learning, and there's been a move towards like you know, you can achieve excellence in other areas like sports and creativity. And it's not just memorizing stuff. But I think, my goodness, what message are you sending out to your kid? Like, oh, the exam's so tough, poor thing, son. Never mind, write a letter and complain, lor. I mean, that's
Okay, to be fair, the letter is not really complaining.
It's kind of
it's complaining, but it's not written in a very like you are wrong.
It's basically saying the exam is too hard. No one can.
No, he's basically asking like why is it necessary to make it so hard?
Okay, you know why
Is
it's
it really
necessary? Okay,
necessary?
listen.
Yeah.
Imagine you have a classroom full. Okay, let's just assume for simplicity's sake that Singapore's population is like 100 people, right?
Yeah.
Of which like 10 are like really excellent. So if you make an exam that's really easy, these 10 are all going to score 100 out of 100. Then how would you know who is more excellent? So if you make it too easy, you're not pushing the excellent ones. I mean, I don't know. Like,
Yeah lah, I know. I
so
see.
that's
I
one
see your point.
The second point is I'm like, can everyone just teach our kids a little bit more resilience, and like life is not going to be a bit of roses, you know. There are going to be
I
some
agree with that.
terrible times. You need to get through it, and mommy's not going to be there to always write you a complaint letter. Okay, I mean, yeah, I'm going to be slammed for this.
No, I think it's a fair point of view. Okay,
like-
but I have one last point to add before we move on
Yeah.
from this topic. Like, it's also the parents lah, you know, like if they are always like you have to score 91 on everything, 98 on everything,
Yeah.
then it becomes really freaking stressful lah. But if it's like you know, I'm good with a 60 if this is not your area. Like if you pass it, I'm fine.
I guess maybe that's
then
why-
it's not that stressful. You know what I mean?
No, that's
for
a
the
good
kid.
point. That's a good point. I guess that's really a good point. I guess I'm coming from the place where my parents were very like, just pass and do your best.
No.
So I was never pressured to do well, but I feel like if a paper stretched me and I did well, that would be extra sweet. Like,
Oh, your parents never pressed you ah?
Never.
Tells.
Really? Yeah, they never. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Like, okay, how about the VEP thing? So, Malaysia has this thing called the Vehicle Entry Permit,
Yeah.
and foreign-owned cars have to have one, which is mostly Singaporeans lah. Huh?
Yeah. Okay. For people getting into Malaysia.
Yeah, so you can get in, but when you go out, you will face a fine if you don't have one. So they tried to implement this, but then the problem is they didn't. They didn't manage to get their act together, and the system doesn't work, so there was a jam.
Right.
And now
This
they're
just happened. Right?
This episode happened. So then the transport minister in Malaysia said that because of technical issues, now it will start in 2020.
I mean, I'm always all for like making like. I always feel that Singapore and Malaysia are almost like a common market lah,
Yeah.
you know. So
Yeah.
let's make it easier for everybody, and you know,
Precisely.
there is a lot to be gained on both sides lah.
Okay, so VEP next. 42% of Singaporeans want PMDs.
Oh.
This is interesting because we were going to do today's catch up at the Gardens by the Bay East,
Yeah.
and he was going to be on his skateboard, but we decided to do it here. Okay, I decided to do it here because it's open. What do you think about this? I mean, you own your PMD lah, so.
I mean, I don't. I think it's less of a commentary on PMDs as it is a commentary on Singaporean mindsets
Okay,
for me
okay.
lah.
Why?
Right. Because like, oh, something's bad, ban it. I'm like, hey, don't like that lah. Why you want like that? You know, like how do you stop? You can't stop PMDs because it's technology. It's things moving forward. You can't stop it. You can control it. You can fine. You can have laws, harsher laws, and
That's also quite Singaporean, what?
I don't mind that, you know, rather than like it's not like a black and white thing, like you know, like the steam engine bumps into someone, kills him. No more steam engine. That's the end of innovation.
Actually, when PMDs first came out, right, I was all for it, and I had the unicycle, the motorized unicycle thing. Yeah, so I thought it was a great way to see.
I'm so loser one, I use the unicycle.
Why is that loser? You think your e-skateboard very cool, man? You ask the skateboarders whether they think your e-skateboard very cool. Seriously. See me, I try to roll my eyes more, but it's like not even possible. I need bigger eyes. Recently, right, because I've been actually skateboarding and longboarding, not on an e-skateboard longboard. At night, right, like, and it's quite dangerous. Like, I'm just leisurely going really slowly because I'm learning with my friend, and one or two, actually quite a few nights, you know, like, especially if you want to catch people, please, the Sengkang Punggol, that waterway, people go really fast on a really narrow road, and it's...
But it's the same as a bicycle,
No, but this is worse because the speeds that they can reach, because the really speed cyclists, they don't do it at night on a pavement like that. I mean, that's a whole different discussion, but I feel like it is really dangerous. And the last time I was at Gardens by the Bay East, someone went past me so fast, like so near that I could feel like his t-shirt whipped past me. Okay, wow.
See? Mosquito. Okay, next.
Well, actually, I like hiking with you because you take all the mosquitoes.
Okay.
Okay, green. Because last night I was with Sheila at an event.
Okay.
And she actually, I mean, since she's been on our show, she even said like maybe we should do Sheila said she was very inspired when she was in Bhutan to pick up litter, random litter.
Yeah.
And she said maybe we should do that as well.
Okay, so are you going to do that?
Yeah, I think I'm going to try to do that. Okay. I think if I see litter like around next time, I'm going to try to do that.
I realized that a lot of Q-tips are actually made of plastic.
Oh yeah.
I was just using it, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, this is plastic.
Actually, yeah, people
then-
give straws such a bad rap, right?
Actually, Q-tips, we use it almost daily.
Yeah.
And it's so cheap, and then it's most of it is plastic, especially the cheaper ones. So actually
I think
there
all
are...
of them are plastic.
No, yeah, actually some like wooden material ones, but they are slightly more expensive.
Oh, where do we get those?
Everywhere you can actually get it quite easily.
Oh, okay.
So like yeah, I'm switching to those lah.
Great tip, Andy. Not bad.
Thank you.
Okay, that's it lah. And I think we...
Can we end this shit already?
What? I love it! I
I'm
love
sick and you're forcing me to hype.